Good evening, Jeunesse family and guests. We're glad you could join us here. In the next 30 minutes or so, you're going to hear a lot of valuable information about a unique opportunity to join a billion-dollar award-winning company that provides exclusive products in the huge health and beauty industries. The best part about it is that you and people like you can do this part-time or full-time from home and earn an unlimited residual income. In this day and age, more people than ever are looking for exactly what we offer at Jeunesse. The health and beauty industries? First of all, who doesn't want to look and feel better? It's always been important to be healthy and well, but especially right now, people are realizing the increased vulnerability for unhealthy people who suffer from chronic conditions often caused by poor nutrition. Working from home? Well, millions of people right now are having to work from home for the first time due to company closures or governmental stay-at-home orders. While it will certainly be a big adjustment for some, you'll see a lot of people enjoy and embrace the flexibility of working from home, which is something that Jeunesse associates have always been able to do. Unlimited income? Working for someone else can offer some security, but as you can see right now, that can change in an instant. Many people are being laid off as industries are being devastated by what's going on right now, and the ability to make an unlimited income with a solid company with billions in revenue over the past several years is more appealing than ever, especially when you can't be laid off. If those three things sound good to you, listen up, because they sounded good to Klaus and me too. So we resigned from what we were doing previously to say yes to Jeunesse. And in a few minutes, you're going to hear from someone else who said yes to Jeunesse and now makes an outrageous income here while working from home on his own terms. In uncertain times like these, it's so reassuring to be aligned with a stable company with a track record of success that invests in you. Jeunesse has made significant investments and adjustments to their business model to keep their field force connected to each other and connected to the company leadership. New ways to communicate, a new promotion, a new product, and a new payout are just some of the ways they prove that they really do treat everyone here like family. So let's jump right into our informative presentation so you can see if this opportunity might be just right for you. And to help me showcase this incredible opportunity, I've invited Diamond Director Tony McKnight to join us here this evening. Let me tell you a few things about Tony before he comes on camera. Tony has 25 years experience in the network marketing industry with roots going all the way back to Amway in 1995. He and his beautiful wife, Sherry, are rainmakers, and boy, do they make things happen. They earned the rank of diamonds in only 6 months, and they're the first ones to hit that benchmark in the past 4 years in North America. So I'm sure you can see why my business partner, Klaus, and I are so excited to be working with these two dynamic and driven industry pros. The last thing I want to say before bringing Tony up is that he's largely responsible for engineering the irresistible affiliate program that's been such a hit here in the US market and will also be launched soon in Canada. It's the key that will unlock the huge potential of these two great countries with other countries to follow suit and take Jeunesse from a billion-dollar company to a multi-billion-dollar company. Now it's time for you to meet him for yourself and let him tell you how you can get a piece of the action in this totally unique ground floor opportunity. Tony, thanks for being with us tonight.
Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Klaus, for inviting me on and letting me talk to your team. I greatly appreciate it.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Let's start right out, Tony, and reference that Jeunesse is well known around the world, of course, but there's a lot of folks in North America who are unfamiliar with it. So why don't you start out by telling our audience a little bit about the company?
Well, Jeunesse started in 2009. They've been around for a little over 10 years now. And what excited my wife and I about Jeunesse when we got involved with them, one, we got involved with them because they acquired a company that we had used to have been with, a company called Monavie. It was a great brand, had a great culture, and unfortunately the leadership did some things that led to the demise of the company, but we were fortunate to be able to get back involved with a company that decided to champion the brand. And after we got involved with Jeunesse, what really excited us over the last year and a half or so was the ability to take this company, who was debt-free, who was global. They had a great infrastructure, they had great corporate leadership, they had great assets, but they really wanted to be a stronger player in the United States market space. And with them, with our partnership with them, we developed a new program that's more conducive to business in the United States. And the reality is right now, the timing couldn't be better. We were already poised to do great things in 2020, but the unfortunate reality of today with the virus pandemic that we have going on has forced people even more to look at how they're deriving their incomes and how things can be so unstable when you think you have a sure thing. And so our new program that we've developed with Jeunesse is even more aptly timed now, because there's actually so many people who are stuck at home and who are looking at their financial situation and looking at their life situation and saying, hey, is there something I could have done better? Or is there something I can do better now to help support my family so that I'm a little more insulated the next time that there's some kind of situation outside my control? So we're really excited about that. We're really excited about what's going on. We're really excited about the fact that Jeunesse is thriving in this environment, which is, like, for a lot of industries, very unfortunate.
Right. Tony, when Klaus and I were reviewing the company, they likened Jeunesse to Amazon and Google and eBay and Starbucks, which anybody would want to run with those runners. So tell us why people are comparing Jeunesse to those giants.
Well, one of the reasons is people really don't grasp the concept of $1 billion corporation. And Jeunesse is in the company of some big names that you mentioned: Amazon, Facebook, Google, companies that took a relatively short period of time to hit the $1 billion level, 6 years or less. And that's the same thing for Jeunesse. And for the last 5 years, Jeunesse has been a $1 billion+ corporation. Interestingly enough, though, the majority of their business has been outside the United States, so they're somewhat unknown within the U.S. marketplace, which is what defines a great opportunity. Here you have this great company, they've done a great job of building their brand worldwide, and now are targeting the biggest market in the world. So
Right.
That's why they get compared to those guys, and it really puts it in perspective, because people have heard those names before, and they may not have heard about Jeunesse and how fast they got to the $1 billion mark.
And when you talk about this company being global, we're in 140 plus countries around the world, and our site and marketing support is in 30 different languages. So when you're talking about actually being in a company, you're not saying that just sometimes somewhere along the line you're able to get product across a border. You're talking about actually having infrastructure, operations, and everything in place that these worldwide associates need to also be successful, correct?
Oh, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. And that's one of the reasons that we really grasped, or really locked arms with Jeunesse in this last year and a half to really push this model forward, because of that infrastructure that they had. Because the reality for most people is it's great to have an opportunity that you can build in one country, but the nature of network marketing being what it is that you're eventually going to meet somebody who knows somebody in another country. And rather than being with a company that's a startup, that their next goal is to open this country or that country or the other country, those countries are already open. Business is already being conducted in those countries. And the transition for you to go from a national to a global business is fairly seamless with a company like Jeunesse.
Right, so true. Before we move on, I want to reference our founders, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, because I had the chance to, along with Klaus, to meet them in February when you guys flew us into your corporate center, which is incredible, $30 million center in Orlando, Florida. But I got to hear the story about how we grew abroad before North America. And Randy, or Wendy maybe it was saying that you guys had initially found phenomenal professional Asian networkers who wanted to take their first products into Asia. And Randy and Wendy loved it, knowing that culture is smart and committed. And the arrangement worked, and they launched Asia just as they had promised to, and then came on some pioneering European networkers, and we grew abroad. And now, as you had said when we had sat down and visited with you, now this company is willing to invest the billions they've made abroad into this North American market, and just multiply their results.
That's absolutely true. That's basically how it happened. They started out, even though they're based in Orlando, Florida, they started out with a group of distributors that were based in California, and those distributors, a large percentage of them happened to be Asian, and network marketing being what it is, guess what they had? They had Asian friends, and it spread into Asia, which was actually a blessing, because most companies, they'll start out in the United States and then start to go global. But generally they struggle because there's a lot more rules and regulations with setting up businesses in other countries. Jeunesse had the fortune that they set up business internationally first, which made it easier for them to come back into this market and really make their mark on it.
Right. You know, I love the idea that you could research back into the backgrounds of Randy and Wendy, and you'll see a pristine business track record that's got, you know, the footprint of success all over it. And when I got a chance to hear Randy Ray's story of literally being birthed in a cotton field and growing up without shoes, and he says, I wasn't broke, I was poor. And he talks about, you know, some of his health challenges, including having problems with his feet and stuff, come from not being sufficiently, not having footwear and clothing and adequate clothing. And then all of that migrates into him transitioning into the Army and pulling all the strings he needed to get there so he could have an education in computer science. And he hiccups through some pretty impressive career opportunities after graduating top of his class, Tony. And then, you know, he got a contract with NASA to bring the space shuttle down and got a $6 million commission for having written that software. So that, to me, there cannot be a more motivational and inspirational story for any of us to tell us what's possible. And he and Wendy being a 5-time Woman of the Year award winner on a global contest, those two are still humble, relatable, and they go out to third world countries and love on those little babies and swat flies away, rub their tummies, and build hospitals and schools and food sources. And oh my gosh, I could not drink it up fast enough when I got a chance to be in their company last month.
No, you're absolutely right. They are wonderful people, and as you said, they had success before they started the Jeunesse company. And you know what they say, success breeds success, and you can see it. They've been tremendously successful with this opportunity.
Yeah, that's just incredible. Well, moving on, with just a small investment, Tony, people can take advantage of the turnkey system that we have here that sets them up for success. And I love when you say Jeunesse rewards the right behavior. So what do you mean by that? And what kind of onboarding turnkey system do we have placed to help people have realistic expectations and then get busy and get to work and make money with us?
Well, yeah, you hit it on the head there. It's a very minimal investment, which is nowadays, you know, people always look for that. They look at things and what do I got to put into it? And what can I get out of it? And the great thing about Jeunesse is you can get involved basically for $29.95 and then whatever product you want to buy in order to start your business. But what I like to focus on is that we're all customers first. It's really all about the products, and it's really about customers. Jeunesse has a great line of products in multi-billion-dollar categories, and people have great experiences with the products. And then basically what we've done is we've bolted a rewards program onto the customers. So customers that really like the product can go out there and participate in making some money by sharing the products with their friends. And not only that, we've started to develop a system to teach people how to become successful with this customer acquisition program and with this new affiliate program that we've had.
Incredible. Yep. And so we onboard people. Packages are available for some fast upstart money. They earn money many different ways, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But the idea that your ongoing smart delivery, that you call it here, some people refer to it as an auto ship, where that can be satisfied, Tony, by just using products that you use every day anyway, and just get products that you get from a third party outside source that I can bank on will be inferior, and just purchase it in your own store to stay qualified month after month. It's really a very brilliant and a very easy model. And Klaus and I are getting extremely good at teaching people what to expect in their first steps towards success. So we're so happy here and so grateful for this opportunity. Now, if we circle back around and talk about our products, you mentioned in billion-dollar categories, $6 billion categories, actually, I think they span. What do our viewers need to know about the Jeunesse product line?
Well, one of the things that I always tell people is it's great to have a wonderful product, but you can have the greatest product in the world, but if nobody's looking for your product, it's really hard to make money selling the product. And so one of the things Jeunesse did is they identified some very large categories and said, what can we do to get inside those categories? So they've developed product lines within the health and beauty, diet, wellness, skincare, hair care. Actually, one of the new ones that we're coming out with is actually a product that'll be beneficial in our current environment of everybody staying at home and trying to get rid of all the germs and viruses on their hands and all over the place. So
Right.
they identify categories that they can move into with products that are very high quality and that are very realistically priced for people. Give people the value for what they're purchasing. And not only do they do that, but all the products are backed by science, which is something that's very interesting. You can have great products, but Jeunesse backs it up with scientific evidence, and they've got a great scientific advisory board that's made up of primarily medical doctors. They do have some research scientists on board as well, but these are people who have actually been in the practice of medicine and who've done research and development on different ingredients that they've turned into products that are beneficial in different categories of health and wellness.
You know, that scientific advisory board is so impressive. It reads like the who's list. And I really appreciate, you know, I'm a very type A person, and I'm very motivated by what I see and what I hear. And I'll try a product and then discover for myself whether it's effective or not. But many people are more cerebral and left-brained, and they want to know before they try products. So you have something called the Longevity News, I think, that's up on YouTube, where a doctor does a deep dive into the products with visual references and showing you the clinical studies that prove the efficacy of our products. So for people who want to know, and especially for people who are clinicians or who have good discernment about a great product, I love that not only does Jeunesse create an incredibly sexy imaging and correlating videos for marketing effect and impact on the marketplace, but then they pull back, like you said, and they root it all in science and prove out their products. So all of that rounds out that proposition beautifully, Tony. When we talk about amazing products, then of course I want to spend just a little bit more time talking about what we offer people in Jeunesse that can help us take our products to town. Because sometimes in order to take our values out to the world, it requires a lot of creativity and skill set, and we get frustrated and stuck. So what has Jeunesse done to kind of pave the way for the rest of us who want to win over customers and business builders? What do they have for us?
Well, not only do they have a great compensation plan at a number of different levels, it's not just about build the network, but now our new affiliate program it's all about the customers. And it's a simple program that people can understand that if you like a product and if you share it with people, you'll get rewarded for that. But unlike a rewards program where you're getting points or free product, we're actually going to pay you cash, and it's very simple to understand because it's a sliding scale from 12 to 25% based on dollar volume that's moved. And what's great about it is that it's very easy for people to get customers versus when people are new into this industry, like new in anything, it can sometimes be difficult to figure out, well, how do I do the marketing? What do I do? How do I approach people? You know, how does this all work? Versus you get really excited about a product, people are very apt to share products with their friends or share the results of the products that they're using. And so the affiliate and the customer acquisition program were designed to reward that behavior. In addition to that, what Jeunesse did is they've basically morphed into not just a hybrid compensation plan, but it's really 3 compensation plans in one. It's people are familiar with the binary concept. That's just one way that you make money in Jeunesse, but now the customer acquisition money on the front end, and then also you're rewarded for teaching other people how to make money, which is a little bit longer term. And as I tell people, there's 6 ways that you make money in Jeunesse, but probably the most important one is the first way now, which is it's all about customers. And if we can teach people that if you can go out there and you can create 3 to 5 customers, basically you're going to pay for your product. Once you're paying for your product, you know the program works, and you're not going to really go anywhere because you're basically getting your product for free. And then we're just going to build on that concept and show you how to pay for your car payment or your mortgage payment or your light bill or whatever, and build on that same principle. And the beauty of this business now is that it's not just about recruiting other people who are interested in a business opportunity, but it really is all about the customers and teaching people the basic concepts of business, that customers create volume, volume creates income. Then taking all that and creating a support system for people to actually teach them how to do it, and also give them the assets and resources that they need to go out there and build a business. It's just like buying into a franchise. It's great to have the name of the franchise behind you, but it's even better if you have actually all the tools that come with the franchise when you get involved with it. And that's really what Jeunesse is. And my wife coined a great phrase that we've been using a lot now. It's called get in where you fit in. And the idea is that wherever you're at in life, whatever you're looking for, we believe we have a place that you can get in where you fit in with Jeunesse, whether it's to get great products at great value, whether it's to make a little bit of money, or whether it's to earn a tremendous income. It's all there, anywhere from, a couple $100 a month to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars per month are available within this opportunity that we call Jeunesse.
Right. I love that, because I think prior to the introduction of this affiliate program that's brand new, I think right about the 1st of February is when you launched that here in the US.
Correct.
And now we're going to Canada with it. Prior to that, it was really a pay plan that was largely tipped towards the advantage of builders, little builders and big builders, but people who are here to build an income, either build it fast or build it slow, but for business builders. And then this affiliate program kind of adds a whole new twist to the pay plan. And like you said, it's perfectly attuned with how networkers, how people on the internet, social sellers want to be in business here in the United States and Canada. So just for clarification, we have a binary that's about people helping people, where you can earn income on other people by leveraging other people's time and talent. And is there something unique about our binary that's more grace oriented? Because I've got a couple references, if you don't, Tony, because all binaries are not created alike. And I'd like you to touch on that, please.
No, they're definitely not created alike. One of the interesting things about people get hung up on the binary, and really what the binary is it's the structure that people see when they get involved. But at the end of the day, it really is about you and about the business that you can develop. And the thing that I like to get people to understand is that the binary rewards you somewhat by building the team and benefiting from the team that you help put in, and maybe the people who've introduced you to this concept, who are helping build their business and are helping you at the same time. But the reality is, at the end of the day, it's all about you developing customers and developing other leaders. And that's really where the money is in acquiring customers and teaching other people how to get what they want. And that's the hardest part for most people to understand, is it's not about the structure of the compensation plan. It's about structuring the needs of the person that you're talking to with a plan to help them get there. Identifying what is it that you want to get out of this. You want to make an extra $200, $500, $1,000, $10,000 a month. Let us teach you the structure and how you go out there and do it. And along the way, you're going to benefit not only from your efforts, but from the efforts of others. But at the end of the day, it's your business. But like we say, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself, because a lot of the benefit that you get is from what we call the upline, the people who are there to support you, help you, and guide you, to teach you what to do in order to get what you want. Because the more people we can help get what they want, the more money that we all make.
Right. And then our binary could be referenced as a non-flushing, non-matching binary. And I like how Klaus, who is so great at numbers crunching and framing compensation plans, He says, really, it's just a 2x2 matrix, two who get two, who get two. And that's just the way to just simplify something that's rather complex to the absolute obvious. But we have that, we have the matching bonus with a 7-level unilevel payout, and then this affiliate program. And just to let our social sellers who are watching this know how absolutely irresistible this is, there's a $29.95 sign up to be an affiliate, and you get access to $1 million J-Mobile app that Jeunesse has created that is so expansive. They invested $1 million to perfect this tool. We don't need your help on it. It's locked and loaded and ready to go, and people are amazed at this. But literally, you could promote and grow your business along with the CRM that's included from the palm of your hand. So that's included in all of that. And then they have this Share Jeunesse resource to me that Klaus and I were like wowed by. And instead of people having to create their own images and putting shoddy or inferior images or getting frustrated because they can't get the right things they want to post, to promote with what they value, in the Share Jeunesse library, it's a digital resource for them where the most exquisite images and correlating videos and even print material have been put together by your in-house award-winning team, which is remarkable. I say all you have to do is plug and play multiple times each day, and you can promote products as an affiliate, not buy a package, not have a monthly auto ship, just earn up to 25% overrides on the products that you love and want to share with others. Earn a little bit of money, earn a lot of bit of money. You want to take your game up and leverage others' time and talent, and you want to participate in the binary and the unilateral payout as well. That's kind of it in a nutshell, right?
That's absolutely it. And like I say, it's all about customers. More customers, more money, everybody's happy.
Right. What would you say about the culture that we've created here at Jeunesse, Tony? Because our team is loving what Jeunesse has put together. And for people who aren't here yet, who want to learn and earn and want to make new friends, tell them these wonderful communities that have been put in place to help them feel important and to give them exactly what they need with like-minded people who have the same kind of priorities. What are some of those communities that are available to everybody?
Yeah, and that's a good point, because what we're also doing now is, given again the situation that we're in, we're starting to leverage the technology even more to make even more resources for a long distance association and education and learning to be available. So we have pretty much almost a daily call video series of teaching and training and motivation from different team leaders from across the board. Because at the end of the day, basically all our job is, every single one of us that gets involved, is we're a source of information, and we're somebody that's just trying to lead people to more information. Our job is not to sell somebody on a concept or sell somebody on product. It's basically to lead them to the information and let them make the decision on their own. And the more resources that we have available and the more we leverage the technology, the easier it is for people to find the information that they need and kind of plug the people to the information and really make it work. And like I said, we're getting more of that. We started out with a few calls and a few distance learning situations, and now we're up to 5 or 6 per week. And as we acquire more people and more people step up to the plate, we're having more and more resources available in terms of personal growth and development, product information, prospecting, you name it, but all available at the touch of your fingertips to be able to share out with other people and to be able to plug people into.
Yeah, and all such high quality with lots of warmth and care right behind it. You know, this week I had a chance to plug into a Zen 8 project, or Zen Project 8, I guess it is, on Facebook with Mark McDonald and Dr. G. And oh my gosh, what I learned. And for people who are trying to lose or even gain weight, to do it without getting wrapped up into fad dieting, but actually learning proper ways to eat and how, you know, food is literally a drug and it's going to have an effect on our body, and proper supplementation to kind of jumpstart that whole process, and then have the support of people who are also driving towards that goal with these great guys at the helm. That was so wonderful, an unbelievable learning curve and great engagement thereafter. And then just the day before yesterday, I got to sit in on a women's council or a women's group. These great women, including your wife, got on there and just got real on camera for other women and talked about what their journey has been like in Jeunesse, and so inspiring. But it's women helping women, and I really, really appreciated that too. And then there's leadership groups as well, Tony. So much to drink up here.
Yes.
Before we wrap up, can we talk about timing, and what would you want to tell us about timing and why the time is right now for Jeunesse?
Well, I think we touched a little bit on that. The reality was that the beginning of 2020 timing was great for us with Jeunesse because people were ripe for this way of doing business in the United States. And basically what's happened now is our timeline and our opportunity has even gotten bigger because so many people are forced to be at home and to look at other ways of earning an income to make ends meet. And traditionally, network marketing, the industry of network marketing generally goes up when the economy goes down.
Right.
And so you've got that factor coupled with the fact that people are basically quarantined at home, but we still have the technology connecting us all. And now we actually have a program in place where people can take advantage of that. And it's not just an idea. You know, if this would have happened 6 months ago, it would have been a great idea, but we would have been telling you that it's coming in the next few months. But here it is. We've got it launched. We're into our 3rd month and really starting to get things going with it. And now there's even more people looking for the products and the opportunity that we have, because we have some great products that, although we don't make any claims for mitigate, cure, or treat any diseases, we do have some great products that it can't hurt you to be taking them and using them, especially in our current environment.
Right. And with this new product coming out for better hand hygiene, that's just amazing how timely and how sensitive this is to bring that solution out to us, right?
Oh yeah, that is going to be a great product. And it's interesting because that product was slated to come out in September, but the deal was already done. And so they were able to accelerate the production of it to put it into the market space here when it's really greatly needed.
Yeah, and all natural hand sanitizer with an aloe base. And what a great solution for us here when we know good hand hygiene and an optimal immune system is so important. And then to give the COVID-19 response team $500,000, our founders did, just to help make a difference in this world. So this has all been so great, Tony, and I thank you so much for sharing your insights here with us tonight. We've run out of time. It's been a pleasure to hear about Jeunesse from a successful insider like you, who's actually helping shape the future of the company. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. You're very welcome. It was great to be with you guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, there's a lot of talk about things returning to normal soon, but this giant shift is likely to bring about a lot of permanent changes and create a new normal. A lot of companies and people are just now seeing how things can change quickly due to uncontrollable events, and how they can find themselves working from home either by choice or because they have to. So if you're one of the people like me who would love an opportunity to share unique health and beauty products with others from the comfort of home and be able to make an unlimited income doing that, then just get in where you fit in and say yes to Jeunesse like we did. Just reach back to the person who invited you to this meeting, and don't miss your chance to get in on the ground floor in North America with this amazing organization. Good night, stay healthy, and God bless you all.